came to a stop in the 6500 block where additional shots were fired.
Southbound 30th. I'm sorry, eastbound 30th.
Goes on for, he chases this guy for a long time. Now remember, the guy's shooting at him too.
He's on the wrong side of the road.
Yep. But it's better the officers stay on the right side. There you go.
Yeah,
you can
see
see
shooting him.
That's good because he could see where his shots are going. That was good because he had a solid wall behind him.
Whole lot of shooting.
As Officer Gordon was firing his rifle,
But did you see that he saw that his background was the solid wall of that warehouse, right? So it was a good time to actually take the shots. Again, my first time watching this.
LPD officer can be heard on the radio saying that Mr. Roberts continued to fire at officers. Officer Gordon exited his vehicle and continued to engage Mr. Roberts.
You gotta worry about that hot brass dropping in your lap. Wow.
Control 229, Officer Gordon.
Look at that.
I can't see him.
Is this officer some sort of combat vet? Because that was
I don't know, man.
sustained, you know.
He ain't messing around.
LPD officer Agresta was
Yeah, he's not messing around.
the second officer to arrive on scene and also discharged his service weapon.
These guys are on.
Moving up.
This is a once in a lifetime event, man. Something like this.
IMPD officer Duckett exited his patrol vehicle and discharged his service weapon along with LPD officers Gordon and Agresta.
This one guy gets out with his handgun and figures I might as well throw a few rounds downrange too.
Gotta get these shots in.
He wants his 2 weeks.
That's quite a distance to the shooting.
Loading.
That little loading thing. I don't know if there's anyone there that could have hurt him, but that's just his training.
Right.
Kicking in. That's what he's supposed to do. Because if he was with someone, he's got to let his partner know that he's loading. So if you need to cover, that's the time to cover.
That's where the training kicks in.
Moving.
Yeah, you're right. He is a little far away, but again, the body camera's wide out a little bit.
Yeah,
the body cameras make it look wider than it is.
Yeah, they did not have body cameras when I was working.
Put your hands up.
For several minutes, officers continued to give commands to Mr. Roberts to exit the vehicle with his hands up. An armored vehicle was used to safely approach Mr. Roberts' car where officers found him unresponsive. Mr. Roberts was removed from the car and placed into custody. Indianapolis Emergency Medical Services personnel, already staged nearby, responded and pronounced Mr. Roberts deceased at the scene. A firearm was located near Mr. Roberts. No officers or other uninvolved citizens were physically harmed in this incident.
What's
The incident is being investigated by IMPD's Critical Incident Response Team. The following pertains to the involved IMPD officer. A separate and independent investigation will be conducted by IMPD's Internal Affairs Unit to ensure compliance with department policy. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office is being consulted throughout the investigative process. This incident will be reviewed by the Civilian Majority Use of Force Review Board. This occurs after the conclusion.
This is all just.
So I mean, that is
That's some fancy shooting, Mark.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta
and,
wonder. Do you go out to the range, out to the driving track, and practice shooting while you're driving? I know I used to be able to steer my car and drink my coffee, talk on the radio, and type on the computer at the same time. That's not distracted driving, but shooting out the window.
I can remember rolling up on scenes and you're driving the car, and I would drive one of those Chargers. And then at the same time, you're rolling up on a big scene, and you got to grab the AR, and you're doing all that in this small little car, but also pulling that gun out of the rack because you got to be ready. And it's tough, man. These guys are SUVs, a little more room, but wow. I mean, that's amazing. And yeah, I mean, getting shot at while in pursuit. Again, and when he did finally take those shots, that might have been the shots that put the car down, were the ones where he was rolling, and you can see the warehouse in the background.
Yeah, back in the 70s, we had a San Jose officer who did that, but with a shotgun. He was driving with his knees and holding the shotgun and shooting through his windshield at the guy.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff too that, I mean, it's only if you were in that situation, all that hot brass bouncing around while you're trying to drive your car, and that stuff, you know, you've had it where it ends up going down your shirt or down your guy shooting next to you, and his brass goes down. But this guy is probably so pumped on adrenaline. But you know what? Good. I mean, he stayed so calm. And even when he was being shot at, you have to really listen to it. Because I only watched it the one time, Mark, just to get an idea what it was about. And he was calm. You wouldn't even know he was being shot at. Scott,
Tony's asking, do officers shoot slugs? Yeah, I mean, in the highway patrol, the shots were the 9 buckshot, right? I mean, I don't remember slugs that we were shooting, but I know some departments do. Does San Jose shoot slugs at all?
I think McNamara took them away from us.
Yeah, he took those away.
We did have slugs, and then he took them away from us.
Yeah, we all carried, our shotguns all had a double aught buck in them.
So Philly inclined, the woman's trying to look good and cleavage showing until the hot brass gets them. Hey, so what is the background here? Do we know who this guy was? Is he a pimp, or was he just something?
No, they really didn't get into it. They didn't get any information. I tried to search the press releases, etc., and I couldn't find any other background on what this guy's problem was.
I think it was just your good old typical car stop, and then that girl gets out of the car, and the spidey senses, you know. We've all been there where you pull somebody over. I've had people get out of the car and then tow the car and drive.
Okay.
And now you got the car running away. You got the person running. It's like, do I chase the guy? I got to get the car. I mean, it's.
We got one more to look at here. San Diego, California. I've been